Oh, hello there. Welcome to Clair 1. This class teaches the basics of running energy while performing a psychic reading. This is a prerequisite for the curriculum. While some of the classes have both a spoken and subliminal version, this class will not have a subliminal version. To get certified, you must complete the curriculum. In this class, we'll talk about how to know when you are reading someone else and not just reading yourself or your own thoughts. But don't worry, that happens. The best way to know when you are reading someone else or some other energy other than your own is to use your tools. We will talk about the tools in detail. We'll learn each tool by going into meditation. We'll practice. Before we start talking about the tools, including grounding cords, what does it mean to be in the center of your head, etc., let's talk about how you know when you are reading someone else, reading your client, and getting information, and you think, is this my own thought, or am I reading source? How do you know? How do you know when you are reading messages from source? How do you know you aren't just rattling off information stored from your own thoughts and telling stories from your own life experiences? How do you know? There are tools you can use to tell if you are really tapping into source and reading the energy of whatever or whoever you want to read. Like a client or a house, or maybe you're doing a business clearing. Maybe you're reading the energy of a room. Maybe you're reading your client's relationship with someone else. Maybe you are reading the energy of a spirit from beyond, or a pet. Whatever you're reading, you'll use your tools to know that you're reading source and not your own thoughts. It takes practice to know whether you are reading yourself, spouting off info from your own thoughts, reading someone's energy that popped in front of your reading screen, or actually reading the energy of your client. For the most part, you will know, because you will get into a habit of getting into your reading space, your trance. You probably did this all the time as a kid. Throughout this course, you're going to learn to do psychic readings. You'll learn how to meditate and get ready to read. And in general, you'll start to feel like you are more in your body. You are more yourself, and that everything that is going on around you isn't you, and you can just observe it happening. You'll also learn things like how to read metaphysical contracts and the difference between your body and your higher self. There are lots of tools you will use to get and stay in your reading space. We will look at all of the basic tools. You will use these tools throughout this course. The first tool is grounding yourself. Grounding. What is grounding? And what does everyone mean when they say, sit in the center of your head, your palms in your lap, feet flat on the floor, and ask your guides to create a new grounding cord for you? Is it an actual grounding cord? No, it's a metaphysical grounding. So think of a grounding wire that is 1/3 of an electrical system. There is a hot wire, a neutral wire, and a ground wire. The ground wire takes the excess energy that isn't needed for the electrical system to function. The excess energy travels safely through the ground wire and into the earth. This is kind of like your grounding cord. No matter what psychic, metaphysical, intuitive, meditation, clairvoyant, or other spiritual training you take, you will always encounter this grounding cord. Let's try it now. Put your feet flat on the ground, eyes closed, and relax. Getting to the center of your head. From your mind's eye, see a grounding cord being created from about where your first chakra is, where your butt is seated in the chair. See this grounding cord going to the center of the planet. If the location of the first chakra feels uncomfortable to you, like it sometimes does to me, then pull up the grounding cord a little further into your second chakra, or wherever feels most comfy. Then watch as the grounding cord flows to the center of the earth. Some refer to this as a silver cord, but it can be any color, and it changes all the time. All of this is effortless, and you don't have to actually do anything. You just sit and watch. It's like watching your imagination. And it should feel like what you feel like just before you go to sleep, or as you are starting to wake up. Imagine this grounding cord is being secured to the center of Mother Earth, like you're kind of plugging into the center of the planet. Now, what does the center of the earth look like to you? Now you can actually feel gravity pulling on you. Set the grounding cord on release. Now your energy can go to the center of the planet and get kind of recharged. Don't worry, all the energy that you need is always coming up into your body. This is just the excess energy that you don't need. You can do this anytime, anywhere. A grounding cord is useful for lots of things, including getting centered, getting into your body, healing yourself, becoming aware. It's also, as you've noticed, a place of stillness, of security, like being taken care of. Mother Earth has you. You're being cradled. You're here. You get to ground. That's all that is needed, is for you to be here. You don't have to pass a test or ask for anyone's permission. Okay, good. Let's move on to the next tool, running Earth and cosmic energy. You'll hear this a lot in clairvoyant training classes, running Earth and cosmic energy. But what does it mean exactly? This is how I like to think of it. Picture yourself sitting in the middle of a room. Good. And it's just your body sitting there. Yes. Then what likely happens next is you get an urge. An electrical impulse goes from somewhere. Maybe your stomach, maybe it's empty, maybe you're hungry, and then from there a signal to the brain, then back to the stomach, which growls to get your attention. So you decide to eat dinner, maybe a fancy dinner, maybe with a friend, maybe you call to have it delivered. Then you start getting creative. Well, what do I want to eat? What do I want with my salad? What do I want to drink with my dinner? That initial impulse is earth energy, and you deciding to get creative with making dinner happen is cosmic energy, going from one step to the next, from ideation, from thought to manifestation. Why do you have a thought in the first place? Because you are an earth cosmic being. You are a being in a body. It's okay, it's not strange or weird, it just is. So let's run earth and cosmic energy and see how we feel. Deep breath and let it out. Ground out and get a new grounding cord. Sit in the center of your head and eyes closed, feet on the floor, hands in your lap, or lie down if you want. Breathe in. Let the earth energy start to come in through the bottoms of your feet, through your innermost layer, then all the way through your chakras and layers to the top of your head, and all the way out to your outermost layers. As you breathe in and out, you are bringing more earth energy into your body, and it circulates through your chakras and all the other little energy centers. Now, as you breathe out this time, allow cosmic energy to come in through your crown chakra at the top of your head, your outermost layer and mix in with the earth energy into your innermost layer. Feel the mix of the cosmic and earth energy running in just the right mixture for you right here, right now. It's different every time, different for every person. Breathe in earth energy in, breathe out. Cosmic energy flows through and mixes. Breathe in earth energy in, breathe out. Cosmic energy flows through. Now let it come through your feet and back up through your chakras and aura and back to the top of your head and fall down your back channels out and down your arms and out your palms, then back down again. And this time when you breathe in this beautiful, pure, serene mixture like a fountain, it comes out the top of your head and down around you like a protective waterfall of just the perfect blend of energy. That's all you and nothing but you. Nobody and nothing but you in this protective, effervescent, beautiful, loving energy and light all around. Now, since we keep mentioning the center of the head, let's learn about that tool, and then we'll talk more about chakras. Center of the head. Sitting in the center of your head means to go between your ears and right behind your eyes. Some people meditate with their eyes closed, others with their eyes open. You might try both. I sometimes think that when people are driving on the interstate, that they are driving from the center of their head like they are hypnotized. And that's how I think people communicate when they are driving and don't end up running into each other. I think when someone isn't in their body, then they are more likely not to be such a great driver. Like alcohol can make someone so that they are not so much in their body. The center of the head is also called the third eye, or that place where you just know something. A sixth sense where you see without actually seeing anything physical. And don't worry, everyone has this place. And that's what makes us all psychic. That's what makes us all clairvoyant. Let's see if we can practice getting into the center of our head. Locate the center of your head. Good. If you need to, put your fingers around both ears, above both ears, and draw an imaginary line through your head. Draw another line from the bottom of the forehead to the back of your head. The center of your head is the spot where the two lines connect. Good. If you want, you can put a comfy chair or couch with which to sit when you are there, in the center of your head. Kind of like a gaming chair if you play video games. Only it's metaphysical, not physical. Good. Then just notice if there are other energies in the center of your head. Other people, maybe pets, maybe worries or doubts or confusion, or old tapes from someone telling you what to do. Like I used to hear my mother's voice up there. Don't do that. Get back here. Be nice to your sister. Or sometimes if you have an instructor or a boss, you can hear their voice up there. Let a trapdoor appear and release all of them. Down the grounding cord they go. Close the trapdoor, then say hello to yourself in the center of your head and fill up with gold energy. That way they can't come back. This is your space and nobody is allowed here except you. This is the space from which we read. In this class, we don't cord each other, meaning we don't get in each other's space. When you read someone, you will not need to get in their space, and they will not need to get in yours. Next, let's talk about setting your chakras and setting your space. You're doing great. Clearing and setting your chakras and setting your space. Checking in with your chakras and aura frequently. It helps you keep your space, and it helps keep you in your body and prevents you from conjoining with the energy you are interacting with. You can do this anywhere, even on a crowded plane or a bus. Let's try this now. As before, sit with your feet flat on the floor, eyes closed, palms in your lap, or lie down if you are more comfy. Imagine that you are in the center of the room and that you are alone there. Imagine that your room is in the center of the house, the building, the city, the country, the continent, the center of the earth, the center of the universe. Notice how quiet it is. Open and close your first chakra, letting any energy there that isn't you go down the grounding cord. Open and close the second chakra, letting any energy there that isn't you go down the grounding cord. Don't worry if any of the energy is beneficial, it will come right back. Open and close the third chakra, your power center, letting anything there that isn't you, like your colleagues from work, your siblings, or your roommates, go down the grounding cord. It's not worth keeping their energy there. Open and close the fourth, the heart chakra, keeping only beneficial energies there. Open and close the fifth chakra at the throat for optimal communication with Source. This is a great way to speak your truth and hear the truth. You can clear this chakra out whenever you read something, or have had a conversation and you want to let it go, or if you've watched a movie and you want to let it go. Clear your fifth chakra. Then fill it up with golden energies so the energy can come back that isn't you. Open and close the sixth chakra, your clairvoyant chakra. Good. You're doing great. Open and close the seventh chakra, your crown. There. Open and close the hundreds of other energy centers in and around your body, and set your aura so that you are in the middle of it, like being in the middle of a sphere. Not too close to the front or the back, the top or the bottom. Tuck it around you. Great. Being in the center of it helps you be in the present moment and not in the past or the future. Good. Next, we'll learn about a tool we can use when we are reading energy that makes us upset or sad or feel any other emotion that is getting in the way of us reading. And this is called exploding roses. Exploding roses. Exploding roses. It's a rose you can use when something upsets you or bothers you, particularly during a reading. You can create and let go of or destroy these exploding roses. The reason we let them go or destroy them is because their purpose is to be sort of blown up, pushed away, sent back. They get filled with whatever it is that comes at us metaphysically, and they absorb it and take it away to be recycled by the universe. Exploding roses aren't real roses, they're metaphysical roses, and we use the rose as a symbol, a metaphysical symbol in psychic and clairvoyant reading and in meditations, because it's a sacred symbol and it has a very high vibration, a higher vibration than us and our body. It's very powerful. Let's try using an exploding rose symbol now. Think of someone or something that made you mad recently. Something that really got your goat, that really got you upset. Then, create a 3D rose at the edge of your aura, about 12 inches in front of you. Make a rose. Let it fill with the energy of whatever made you upset. One thought at a time per rose. Repeat with many roses as necessary. Once the rose is filled up with energy, thoughts, and pictures, move the rose out of your aura. And then just let it dissipate, let it blow up, let it disappear, let it float off. This neutralizes the energy. Then be sure to fill in with the golden sun with golden energy to replenish yourself, so that that same energy that you didn't want won't return. You can even do this when you're feeling like you need to neutralize yourself in any situation. You can just create an exploding rose and have it run it through your chakras and run it through your energy. Put it on the outside of your aura and then watch it disappear. Since we mentioned golden sun, we'll talk about that tool next. Golden sun. What does it mean when someone in a psychic or clairvoyant training class talks about golden suns? Why golden and why a sun? Well, as you know, gold is the highest vibrating energy that we know of, and the sun is Earth's counterpart in the cosmos that keeps life force continuous. We can't live without the sun. It's a metaphysical way of filling up with beneficial energies when we are depleted, such as after we've performed a psychic reading for a client. More specifically, you can use this tool at the end of a grounding running energy or exploding roses. So let's create one now. Just create a golden sun above your head from your mind's eye. Let it gather up your energy from wherever you left it. Watch the golden sun change as you do this. Notice where you've been. Notice where your energy is coming back from. See it fill with everything that you need to return your energy to you. All of the colors that you're seeing now are you. When it is full, you can just allow it to come back in through the top of your head and the top of your crown and fill you up with golden energy. Take your time. This is for you. Let some golden sun go into your aura and into your grounding cord, and then tuck that back in. Now we'll talk about another special kind of metaphysical rose, a protection rose. A protection rose. Whenever we use a rose as a symbol, we're always talking about a metaphysical rose, not a real rose. Although you might find roses and crystals to be physically powerful as well. Roses are sacred symbols and have many layers. They were said to be created by Venus, the goddess of love. A rose is a metaphysical symbol used in clairvoyant readings. It has a very high vibration, much higher than our physical bodies. Roses can be very powerful, can offer a level of protection that is very strong. A protection rose is a decoy rose that you can use to protect yourself. Let's try one now. Create a large rose outside of the edge of your aura from your mind's eye. Oh, about 2 to 3 feet away. About 3 meters away in front of you, and make it your favorite color. Favorite color, favorite pattern. Give it your favorite rose smell. Know that when you touch it, it will be very soft and comforting. Ground its stem to the center of the earth. Ground the top of it to the center of the universe. Create a picture of yourself. Put it into the center of this very large rose. Now, this rose will stay on the outside of your aura as long as you want it. You can always recreate it, and it will protect you. Whenever something is coming at you, metaphysically, this rose will protect you. If it happens to get damaged or destroyed, it will simply recreate itself. Now, let's try 4 more tools that you will use in every reading. The first one is going a half step higher. Going a half a step higher is something that you will hear me say a lot. This just means that when you are in trance and you are reading energy, you match your energy to what you are reading and then set your vibration to 1/2 step higher so that you can actually read from a distance. It's a great way to stay neutral and not get commingled with the energy you are reading. The next tool is a reading screen. A reading screen is a viewing screen that you create from the center of your head and imagine looking into. It's created by drawing a line out from your 6th chakra, your 7th chakra, and then forming a sort of a triangle. We'll refer to this a lot in our lessons. It can be different every time, and everybody's reading screen is different. I think of it as like a piece of a paper that I'm drawing on, a chalkboard or a whiteboard. You can clear it, erase it whenever you want to, and allow new messages to come in. You can also pin symbols to the reading screen to keep while you're reading your client. Another tool you'll use every time is saying the name 3 times. Saying the name 3 times is a tool you will use to read energy. Saying the name of something 3 times helps you say hello to the energy. If you are going to read a friend's business, you would say to yourself, not out loud of course, the name of the business 3 times after you've set your space and after you've gotten into trance. Or if you're reading a client, you would have them say their name 3 times to start the reading. It helps you connect with the energy. Or say you're doing an email reading, you would say the name of the client, whatever the name is that they gave you, to yourself 3 times. It's a way to open a channel of communication. Finally, saying hello is the last tool we'll be talking about in this lesson. You will always say hello to whatever or whoever you are reading from inside your mind's eye. Once you are in trance and the name has been said 2 or 3 times, you'll say hello, and you'll see a rose. That's how every reading starts. Like if you are doing a house clearing, you would say hello. Not out loud, but to yourself. To the front door, you would say hello. Hello, front door. Hello, neighborhood. Hello, living room. Hello, occupants of the house. You can also say hello to each of your chakras to get an energy check, like in the morning when you wake up, for example. Take a moment to say hello, first chakra. Hello, second chakra. Hello, third chakra. Hello, fourth chakra. Hello, fifth chakra. Hello, sixth chakra. Hello, seventh chakra. Hello, aura. Hello, protection rose. And then you've set your space and you are ready to start your day. Thank you so much for listening, and congratulations on finishing this class. Remember to practice, practice, practice. And next time we meet, we'll be using all of these tools.